And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
To throw on second is Watson. Gonna throw right side here, complete. 14 yards that time for number 14.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Here's Watson on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. After the run, Watson going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Fresh set of downs here. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff looking right. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 19. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now they try the right side here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on third down, Watson trying to lay one up deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. Whoosh. That's now running right through him. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught left side, Williams. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll run it here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The swing pass caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. So they're operating in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, eluding the tackle. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Give to the fullback on the dive. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a handoff as they run left side. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Bucks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And shedding. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
And now here's a carry heading left. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 67 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now Watson going to sneak it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Now this time he'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 58 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Point after here coming up. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Oh, he slipped right by him. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught at the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Shift together here from the D-line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go, Ohio!
From the gun, Watson buying time to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now out comes Minnesota. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff looking right. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Here we go. Green. Detroit go now. Detroit. 319. 319. Back that up. All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. And scoring yet again, the Colts extend that lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They're going to look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Back now in Tampa as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Gun. They'll look to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Second down, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it third down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Black. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Going to give this time to the tailback. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And emerging victorious, the Colts. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Vikings, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.